Man, that's hard to beat, isn't it? I think there's my speech right there. So I am Wes Hallman, by the way. You are sitting right now in the new Congressional District 28. So this district goes from Monterey Park north through the western San Gabriel Valley all the way to La Cañada and La Crescenta, and then across all the hillsides to the 15 freeway, and then back into the mountains to include all the way back to Wrightwood. So you are sitting in the middle of the district right now. This is a new district and it is winnable, and you need a real representation in Congress. Julie already highlighted some of the bad things that our current representatives doing. One of the things is I think Burton did a great job talking about security. By the way, the security of our communities also has a federal aspect about it, because monies that can come from the federal government to help us with, help our police force, help our law enforcement here in California. Also, what's important is the economy. As you know, a lot of economic stuff happens in Washington, D.C., and the fact is Judy Chu and her rubber stamp vote for the House Progressive Caucus is one of the reasons those bad policies and the incompetence in the federal government have given us the inflation that we have, the negative growth that we have, and it looks like, as you saw from this week, even increasing inflation and probably even higher interest rates, which are going to affect us. And then finally, getting to education. And really why Judy does not reflect the values of the communities that are reflected across in this district. If you didn't know this, she was a full-throated supporter of Proposition 16 to bring back, essentially racial discrimination on our admissions to the University of California and the Cal State system. Even though this community voted overwhelmingly against it, she was a full-throated supporter of that, and she supports that at the federal level also. A little bit about me: I'm a 27-year combat veteran from the United States Air Force. I'm 4 generations deep in this area. I was born in Arcadia, grew up in Glendora. I always kept my home a record here. My last job in the Air Force, besides flying F-15s and F-22s, I was doing national security policy, and I ended my career as a senior Air Force officer in the House of Representatives. The first week I was there, I decided I needed to meet my congresswoman and be a resource for her office. I got 90 seconds in front of her. She asked me who I was, what I do, and where I was from. She didn't listen to the answers to the first 2 questions. She only heard Glendora, and the second one said I had a good high school band, and kicked me out of the office. I later found out, doing research, she has passed in 13 years 1 piece of sponsored legislation to rename the post office in Sierra Madre, California. And that is it. Other than that, she's a rubber stamp for Nancy Pelosi, for President Biden, and for the House Progressive Caucus that wants to defund the police, bring back racial quotas, and then drive our country into the wrong direction. So that's why I'm running for Congress, and I'm happy to take your questions later on. And with that, I will turn it back over to Julie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.